Hey everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. It's time for a chatty get ready with me. If you're new here, what I do is I just put on my makeup and tell you what's going on in my life. Sometimes I tell you what I'm doing with my makeup and sometimes I don't. Here comes RC. There he is, right on time. I have the house to myself. I'm filming on a Sunday. I've already done my skincare and put my primer on. I'm going to use my CoverGirl Simply Ageless makeup today. And I have a zit. I rarely have, well, lately I've been having them, little breakouts, but yeah, I got one. So anyway, I have the house to myself because it's Sunday and Nathan needed to go see The Nightmare Before Christmas at the theater. It's playing here. Just a special. I think the studio released it or something. I don't know. It's not playing everywhere, but it is playing here. So Nathan has gone to go see The Nightmare Before Christmas on the big screen. And Brian's just going to hang out in Columbia while he's there because the movie is not that long. Yesterday he had to go see the new Martin Scorsese movie. He had to see that in IMAX because you had to, I guess. And so Brian and I took him, and then we just bummed around and did things, come back home, and then because that movie is over 3.5 hours long, so that's a lot of killing time in Columbia. And so anyway, I didn't go today. I wanted to stay home. I got some videos to film. And so, yeah. So, there we go. First, my headache. I had that headache all week. Various forms of strength. Various degrees of strength. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I got the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Medium Sand. This was recommended to me, so I'm going to try it out. I had a hard time picking a color because at my Walmart that I went to yesterday, they didn't have it was picked over. It's dirty. I need a new sponge. I know what. Let's use this new sponge my friend Aiden sent me in my bag. In my box, I should say. Goodies. Did you see that video? Oh. What a sweet person Aiden is. Microfiber sponge. Let me spray this. I think this is supposed to be a peach shape. We're going to give it a shot. Wet it. Oh, I haven't even put the concealer on yet. But anyway, I didn't have a lot of choice. But I did some shopping yesterday. So this is one of the things I picked up. This is not going to be brightening, so I'm not going to do my normal areas with this, because this is going to be more my skin color. So, yeah, that's more my actual skin color. I'll put it on my zit. Let's do that. I don't know if this color is going to be right for me. I might have to use this color in the summer. They didn't have any lighter shades while I was there. I did some, like I said, I did some shopping, but I didn't want to do a haul for you because it's not really that exciting. The stuff I did. I'm going to pull out my Merit, what is this thing called, by the way? It's in color Silk. Let me see if I can tell. I can't even read with the magnifying glass. Perfecting Complexion Stick in Silk. Am I in focus? There. I didn't put drops in my eyes either. Gotta do that. So I'm going to use this in my T-zone area. And I'm starting to get a hot flash. Great. Great. Well. sponge back out. Yeah, I need the fan on. It's supposed to be 75 today, so it's gonna be warm. Warm, warm, warm. So back to yesterday. We went, I'm turning red. Do you see how hot I am? Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I apologize, guys, if you can hear the ceiling fan, but I'm burning up. It's hot. So, I'm gonna powder using my Hourglass powder here. Set all this, including under my eyes. Although, under my eyes, I don't know. We'll go with it. I'm not going anywhere today, like I said. I went yesterday. I went to, we dropped Nathan off, and then we hit some thrift stores and things. Some new ones. Some new ones we found out about. We have convenience stores in this area that's called QT. I don't know if you've heard about QT. But QT has all these iced teas that, well, they have coffees. One side, when you go in, they have a grill. They cook there at the QTs. So you can get like pizzas and like breakfast sandwiches and, you know, all the basic convenience store foods, but amped up maybe a notch or two. It's not bad. So when you go in, most of them, because this one was a little different, but most of them, you go to one side and you've got coffees. You have all these different kinds of coffees. All these, I mean, they put Starbucks, well, maybe not quite a run for their money, but you're making it yourself. But they give you all the things you need to make all these specialty coffees, hot chocolates, or if you just want a regular cup of coffee, you can do that. And then they have all these iced teas, and they have them, all these flavored ones, and they're in sweet and unsweet. And they have pineapple papaya, they have mango, black tea mango, what's some of the others? Raspberry, they have peach, they have all these flavors, or just basic tea. And so I love going to QT. When we lived in Asheville, we did not have QT. There was no QTs in the Asheville area. And we would always stop at the QT going down 26 right after we entered South Carolina, because South Carolina has QTs. Well, 2 exits down 20 from us is a QT. So we went there and got some tea yesterday after we dropped Nathan off. And we stopped at our usual thrift store where I bought a bunch of cookbooks a while back. I said they had some Richard Simmons ones. I wish I'd picked up. Those are gone. But Brian got some books there. I didn't get any books there yesterday. I don't know. I didn't find anything. I didn't find anything at the second one we went to that's like a sister thrift store to this one, but it's a little not as nice. It's like in an old building, and I have found things there before. I have found Pampered Chef items there before that I'm like, what? You want $2 for this brand new pizza stone? And it's the brand new kind of pizza stone? Yeah, I'll pay you $2 for that. You know, that kind of thing. We didn't find anything there though. Wasn't anything going on yesterday there. So we stopped at this new thrift store in this little town called Lugoff. I live in Camden, so it goes from Camden to Lugoff to Elgin. Elgin's where that thrift store where I bought all those cookbooks from before. So it's Camden, Lugoff, Elgin, Columbia. They run together. Camden, Lugoff, and Elgin are in Kershaw County, and then you hit Columbia over the minute you hit Richland County. And that's where the Sand Hills, that's where Nathan's at the movie theater. It's about, from here to the movie theater is about 17 miles. It's really not that far. But going through these little towns, there's a lot of stoplights and traffic, and so it takes a little bit of time. But they went to interstate today. We can get on Interstate 20, and it's, what, 1, 2, 3 exits down is Columbia. So see, we're not that far from Columbia. It's just, Columbia is a very big city. Well, I'm sure those of you living in like New York, Los Angeles, it is not like that. It's a lot bigger than Asheville. It's twice the size of Asheville, so it's a big city for us. I think the whole area has over 800,000 people, I think. And we're part of that 800,000, the Camden area. We're considered the suburbs of Columbia. That's neither here nor there. Let's just, my shopping. I stopped at a new thrift store, new to me, in Lugolf. And it's just this tiny, it looks like a tiny little hole in the wall. It's not a Goodwill. It's not a, Habitat for Humanity. It's not associated with any kind of organization. This lady just has a thrift store. I don't know, I guess people, she's just known in the community, I think, and just people come and donate things. Well, it's my first time going in there. You either have like total junk, and then there's treasures. It is definitely treasure hunting when you go in there, because I found some treasures in there. I didn't want to do another haul. I've done 2 thrift store hauls here, and I just didn't want to do a third one. I did buy a few more books. Her books are 50 cents. Brian bought books. Why are we doing all these? We have books. So I bought some books. I bought another Weight Watchers cookbook, and I bought a Miss Wilkes boarding house cookbook, which, if you've been to Savannah, that's a very popular restaurant in Savannah. I don't even know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to play in the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think this was part of my thing. My project level up. I need to level up. I'm ready to level up. But anyway, I bought those cookbooks, and then she had a room in the back, and I went back there, and it's all clothing, but just piled up on tables. And I started looking, and the sign says all clothing $1, this room only. And I'm like, okay. So I started going through it, and they're all my size. Everything in there is an 18 to 20, yeah, 18, 20 size. I think there was some 3X I didn't pick up though, but everything was either labeled 18, 20, or 1X, 2X, and that's my size. And so I start digging, and I find a couple of really nice pieces. So I grabbed those, and I thought, well, I don't want to be stingy. I don't, I'm sure people need clothes more than I do. Okay, I'm going to go in this pumpkin spice palette, and I'm going to go into fall for it right here. So we get up to checkout, and the lady is really sweet, really nice. And she says, oh, did you find some clothes? I said, yeah. I said, that back room is all my size. I said, that was fun going through that. And she's like, well, here. She handed me a trash bag. She says, go fill up this bag, and you can have it. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? She says, go fill up with whatever you want. It's yours. She says, I bought those clothes. Those were for me. I bought them, and I lost all the weight. And so I want to pay it forward. And I'm like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. So I took the trash bag back, and I bet you I got 20 different things, including this dress, all name brand. There was no Walmart stuff in there, no Target stuff. A lot of Liz Claiborne. I don't know, lots of brands. And there was that New Directions. I think they sell that at Macy's and at Belk. I was like floored. So I brought them all home and washed them. So I'm wearing this dress today, thanks to the lady at the thrift store. So I did. We ended up spending only $5 in there on 50-cent books, and she gave me all the clothes. Unbelievable. Now I left plenty. I did not take everything she had. I left plenty of clothes, but I thought I'm gonna take some things. That was very nice of her. So I got some new clothes. How about that? I feel very fortunate and I'm very grateful for that. Now back to my makeup. I think I'm gonna go in with this ginger spice. I know I keep doing orange looks, but this is fall here. I'm going to ginger spice. I'm gonna put that on my outer V. I hope I have zoomed you in by now. My editing me will have zoomed you in. I'm not going to do it with the camera. Yeah, do that. I haven't put drops in my eyes. I'm not going to at this point. We're just going to let it go. It's not as bad as it was. It's still a little red. This one's still a little red. But it is what it is. I think I'm going to go in. I'm looking at my dress. I'm going in with this Warm and Cozy here. Same brush, didn't even clean it out. I'm going to layer that on the very back end, leave some of that orange showing. And then I'm going to work this in my crease. Yeah. So that was quite the excitement at the thrift store. That was so nice of that lady. So then we left there and went to Walmart. And then that was it. Oh, Friday night, my headache was gone. Did I tell you about my headache? I can't remember. I told you about my headache, I think. But Friday night, after my headache was gone, finally gone, I decided, yeah, I was well enough to go to the grocery store. So we went down to Sumter. Sumter is 27 miles from my house, south, but it takes us usually about, I don't know, about 20 minutes to get there. It is not, it is going through rural area. There, it's just all farmland, whereas driving to Columbia, like I said, one goes from one to the other and it's businesses and yeah, so. But to go to Sumter, the minute you cross 20 and head south, you're in the farmland. That's where all the farms are, and you hit a little community called Rembert, which has a Dollar General and a gas station and a 5-star restaurant. I kid you not. There's a 5-star restaurant, and every Friday night it's packed. I pulled them up. I'm like, I can't afford these prices. What's it doing in Rembert, South Carolina, in the middle of nowhere, next to the Dollar General? I don't know. But yeah, there's nothing there. And then you go back into rural South Carolina, and then you're in, voila, boom, you're in Sumter. So Sumter is bigger than Camden. So they have an Aldi. They have 2 Walmart neighborhood stores, which I don't know if you guys know about that. I'm sure you do. There was none in my area in North Carolina, but they're just the grocery store of Walmart, not the whole Walmart. They have big Walmart Supercenter too, but they have a couple of those grocery stores. All right, I'm going to go in that same Spice of Life and with a detail brush and go under my eyes with it. There we go. So anyway, on the way down, we got stopped in traffic, which is unheard of. We'd had a terrible storm come through earlier, and I think, did I use, no. I'm gonna go in with pumpkin spice right here and a fluffy brush. a little fluffy brush. And I'm going to just do the front end of my eye like that. But we got caught in traffic and we were moving really slow, and when we got up to it, it's a 2-lane, most of that road is 2-lane, so you can get behind like tractors and slow people driving like 20 miles an hour. I mean, that happens, but this was totally different. When we got up to it, it was a wreck. It was 2-lane and it was in a wooded area, and it had not just happened, but all of the rescue stuff hadn't happened yet because we passed it. But a tree fell on a car, and it was right across the windshield. So I did a quick prayer and we went on. I don't know, and coming back, they had the road completely blocked. We had to go way out of the way, really through the middle of nowhere, to get back around up on the main road and get back home. But yeah, and I have scoured our local news and haven't heard a thing about it. I know nothing about it, so I don't know. I'm gonna search again later and see if I can find out anything. It didn't look good. It didn't look good. I saw the tree across the windshield, but that was as far as I went. After I saw that, I turned my eyes away. I didn't look. So hopefully nobody was hurt. There's pink in this dress, so I'm going to go in with this pink right here called Oh My Gourd. Oh My Gourd. Put that on my finger, and I'm going to put that in the center. Yeah, that looks pretty. That makes a pretty look. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm going to take my highlighter that's in my project pan, get some on my finger and just stick it up here. That's what I've been doing with it. There we go. I think I'm going to take a little detail brush again. I need to clean these brushes. It's not a detail brush here. I'll take this little one, that same color. Oh My Gourd. I'm going to put it right here in the inner corner. There we go. Okay guys, I'm going to go put I think I'll put some eyeliner on and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I put in my lower waterline this Stila liner in Nude. I like this. It's definitely, it's just a nude. It's a nude pencil. And that's what's in my lower waterline there. Now, far as everything else, I'm going to grab my Hourglass palette and go into, there's a bronzer in here. I'm going to use that on a smaller brush. And let's get that on my face. They say, the weather forecast says we're going to get up to the 80s again this week. So we had that little cold snap, but it's gone. I still have flowers blooming, but the leaves are now changing. So that's good. Leaves are changing and flowers are blooming. Okay, I'm going to stick in the same palette. I'm going to go into this color right here and use that highlighter. I do really like these Hourglass powders. I never really used these powders, these finishing powders before to set my makeup or anything, and I really like them. So I'm going to be using these a lot more. I've had this palette a while, so I really need to use it. It's in a project pan, but it's already ready to be rolled out of it, my project pan, but I think I'm going to continue using it. Blush. What am I going to use for blush today? I think I'll skip blush. I don't really need it. And then as far as lips go, I have used all the things. Okay, I'm going to do a brown lip. I'm going to take this pencil that is in my project pan that's actually an eyeliner. I'm going to line my lips in this brown. then I'm going to take this little melt lipstick in Frisky. It's a nude. It's a brown nude. And I'm gonna leave it at that. There we go. I am done. I like this look. It looks good just for today. I have no jewelry on. I guess that's okay. So guys, there we go. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. That really helps my algorithm. That really helps me out a lot. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. And if you're new here, I would really love it if you would subscribe. So guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.